Today we're going to talk about how to resolve conflicts in marriage. Find a good time to talk, Many times there are conflicts in marriages. It could be a short marriage, it could have been a long marriage, but you find conflicts coming in. So find a good time to talk. Talk with your spouse when both of you are well rested and able to focus. Don't try to solve problems when one or both of you are distracted, tired, or hungry. For instance, if your spouse has just come home from work, give them some time to unwind before you bring up something that's bothering you. Sit down and face each other. Stay calm by sitting down to talk instead of pacing around the room. Discuss the conflict. Tell your spouse what's bothering you. Be willing to say you are sorry. That is, something that we talk about in conflict. Be willing to say you are sorry. Avoid pointing fingers. Look in the mirror. It takes two to tango. The fault might be yours. The fault might be yours. Listen attentively. Listen attentively. Put yourself in your spouse's shoes. Compromise. No matter how mad you get, sleep on the same bed. Do not go to bed angry. No matter how mad you get, do try to sleep on the same bed. Pray for the help of the Holy Spirit. Fast to hear from God and humble yourself to find solution to the conflict. Be quick to say, I'm sorry. Saying I'm sorry a lot of times helps, bring down the animosity that your spouse might be feeling. One common mistake I see couples make is to only address issues in their relationship while in the middle of a fight. That's not the time to address, issues in your relationship when you're fighting. Keep your cool. Don't raise your voice. Call your spouse names or get sarcastic. That's not the time to do that. Acting nasty will put a stop to any productive discussion you might have had. And if you feel your temper rising, call a timeout and regain your composure before continuing the conversation. Take a walk. Take a walk. You can go out, take a walk, and focus on the issue at hand. Focus on the issue at hand. Argue about one thing at a time. Don't bring things that are not, applicable to your conflict. Something that happened maybe 30 years ago or 20 years ago or 10 years ago, and then you bring that in today. Don't do that. Don't drag unrelated issues or old grudges into the conversation. Leave the past where it belongs, behind you. If you've already forgiven your spouse for something, don't dredge it up again as ammunition for your current argument. Like you had, a conflict some time past, and then your spouse apologized for it, and then you agreed and you forgive him. Don't bring that back up. Talk about improving. Talking about improving your relationship when you aren't fighting. At this particular time, nobody is listening. When you are trying to resolve your conflict, that's not when you talk about improving your relationship. It's so tempting to tackle problems head on while in the heat of the moment. But it's rare that you make much progress on relationship issues while you are both mad and defensive. When you spend time making your relationship better and restoring balance ahead of time, it's much better. Practice communicating what you need in a caring and non-attacking way. Romans 12:18 tells us, If it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. Avoid hitting below the belt. Stay civil and polite. Some things like name calling or picking at your spouse's insecurities should remain off limits during an argument. If you're angry enough that you want to say something to hurt your spouse, step away and cool down by yourself. Don't jump to conclusions. Face your own insecurities and deal with them prayerfully. Give your spouse the benefit of the doubt. Don't put words in their mouth or look for reasons to assume the worst. Make sure you understand what they are saying before you answer them. Maintain peace in your marriage. It's very important to maintain peace in your marriage. It is the duty of the partners to make sure there is peace in the marriage. After all, think about it. This is somebody that you have loved. This is somebody that you grew up together. You had all this lovey stuff, and then you wish and you desire to live a happy life. So when you sense your spouse is angry or trying to get you angry, don't take the bait. Leave the environment. Go for a walk. Romans 12:18 again says, if it is possible, as far as it depends on you, live at peace with everyone. Avoid picking at your spouses for little things. Learn to distinguish between real problems and minor issues you can ignore. If your spouse has a few habits that are annoying but harmless, reconsider whether you really need to argue about them. Appreciate your spouse. Focus on your spouse's good traits, both big and small. And don't be shy about giving them a sincere compliment every now and then. When your spouse does something thoughtful for you, thank them. Let your spouse make mistakes. No one is perfect, and your spouse will make mistakes just like anyone else. You wouldn't like it if someone held your past mistakes against you. So don't hold your spouse's slip-ups against them either. Spend quality time together. Spend quality time together. Don't let months or years of marriage make you lose sight of the reasons you married your spouse. Make a habit of going on dates, trying new things, and having fun together. Choose activities you both like, such as taking a stroll to enjoy the weather or working on a hobby you share together. Stay away from people who try to control your marriage. Don't listen to friends or family members who offer you bad advice or try to influence you for the worse. If someone tries to meddle in your marriage, tell them politely but firmly that your relationships are your own business. Avoid trying to win every argument. Choose happiness over being right. We all want to win arguments, but needing to defeat the other person all the time will destroy your relationship. If you're arguing about something trivial, or if you think you really might be wrong, let your spouse win the argument, So do your best to meet the needs of your spouse, sexually, emotionally, physically, financially. Cover them with your prayers always. Thank you very much. We have finished for today. Now remember to subscribe and then look out for the next time that we'll upload a new video. God bless you. Bye.